Shall we count down to that 1 minute by 10, 9, 8? I mean, it sounds suddenly very solemn, right?
No,
It's
it's
suddenly
okay.
too serious.
So where we go? Here we go. So I welcome you all to 363rd meeting of Central Delhi Toastmasters, which is also the 7th birthday of our club. Woo! Woo! We at Toastmasters provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting into greater self-confidence and personal growth. Guys, today's meeting is very different from our normal usual meetings. Today, we are going to have a grand celebration as it is our club's 7th birthday. So with great power comes great responsibility, and with special meeting comes some special rules. So here are the rules of the meeting to be followed in order to maintain the decorum. So guys, all the members are requested to keep their mic on mute so that we can listen properly, whatever the other person. And also please put on your earphones for better listening experience. Second one is please refrain yourself from using any negative references to caste, creed, sex, and politics. If third rule, if you have any doubt regarding the meeting, so please refer to the please text the member person concerned. Also, the chat is disabled for the public and it is only available for the members and co-hosts. Now it's time to call someone on stage who is a very passionate Toastmaster since February 2014. He is a HR consultant and runs his own consultancy firm. He has also been the winner of Humorous Speech Contest, which was held last year. So guys, without a further ado, please help me welcome our beloved president, Toastmaster Gajendra Khare, to proceed the meeting further. Gajendra sir, you are on mute. You are on mute, Gajendra sir.
I request everyone please be silent for 30 seconds for the people who lost their lives worldwide due to pandemic and pray for world peace. Thank you. A splendid good evening to our international president, CDTM Deepak Menon sir, our district officers, fellow CDTM Toastmasters, and lovely guests all around the country and different cities of country. I welcome you all for our milestone meeting, 7th birthday meeting of Central Delhi Toastmasters. Woo! Around a month ago, I had a call with my colleague, college time friend, and we discussed the things during our college days and what we do at home during this difficult time of pandemic. And he asked him, what did you do to stay focused and grounded? He made a powerful point. Gajendra, many people go to different places to stay focused and grounded. They go to church, they go to mosque, they go to Gurdwara, but my body is my temple. I do take care of my body to take grounded and focused. And I am a little different than others. Then he asked me, what do you do, Gajendra, to stay focused and grounded? I told him, I attend the online Toastmasters meeting in addition to do the exercising. My friend observation made me think of saying, in a sound body, rest a sound mind. But with full of positivity and Toastmasters. So Toastmasters is full of positivity, and Toastmaster Club is the place where you discover yourself and drive the best in you with the support of fellow Toastmasters and be successful and happy. Regular exercise not only improve your health, but will help you to think more clearly, boost creativity, and manage the relentless stress that seems to dominate our days. Those who don't make time for exercise, but eventually make time for illness. And those who make time for Toastmasters, they don't only live happy and contented life, but also bring joy and positivity to the lives of the others. Here are a lot of veteran Toastmasters, so I would like to ask one question which would be displayed on screen. How many years you have been associated with Toastmasters? Thank you. I still remember it was Feb 2014 when I have attended my first ever meeting at Central Delhi Toastmasters as a guest. When I have entered the room, I have seen people are speaking confidently and flawlessly. I felt so nervous, and at that moment, I realized and decided to join the club. It was very joyful and journey with the Central Delhi Toastmasters since then, and I am still rejoicing. I have come through a lot of challenges. I have seen the club since beginning, and I have seen the growth of the club since beginning. I have lost many elections, and I have lost the hope. Then I would not be going to be a member or the president, EC member or president of the club. But over the period of time, I have won election, and in front of you are today, I am speaking as a president of this prestigious club, Central Delhi Toastmasters. The skills we learn in Toastmasters have a far-reaching impact on our life. The core value that we need for interacting with people every single day, we don't do it. Toastmasters make our individual world a better place. We become more confident and entertaining speaker. We become a storyteller. We become effective communicator, and eventually become an accomplished person. Toastmasters Club is the place where we all get a chance to enrich our communication and leadership while learning and building the confidence, having fun and celebrating success together, and cherish these memories all through our life. Today we are going to celebrate such a milestone moment which we all celebrate together. It is well said, the winners never quit and quitters never win, and I am the great example of it. So, guys, I request everybody, the Toastmaster is the community you have not to leave. You cherish this, and one day you will become accomplished leader. So, let me recognize some dignitaries present in the room. So, let me introduce them one by one. So, I would like to recognize our DTM Deepak Menon, and who is a chartered member of our club. Give a huge round of applause for him. We have DTM Deepak Sharma, the past Club Growth Director, District 41, and also a President of Central Delhi Toastmasters. We have our past President also with us today, Karan Hari Agrawal, Spurs Jain, Saurav Babu, and I can see these faces only. So if anybody is there, they can also come forward and then introduce yourself. Hello. We have also with us Sinjini Sen Gupta with us.
Dr. Ajay Malik.
Ajay Malik, yes. Ajay Malik, Saurabh Babu.
Good evening. I'm Toastmaster Mohammad Nazrul Islam, President Bangladesh Youth Toastmasters Club from Bangladesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So now this is the time to call someone who will take this meeting forward. So our Toastmasters for today's meeting, the Toastmaster Rishabh is a Toastmaster since last 2 years and the immediate past EC member of other club. He is an entrepreneur by profession, and he is defined himself in 3D: dedicated, diligent, and disciplined. And Toastmaster Rini is a very charming, humble and simple, awesome and helpful, good communicator and passionate Toastmaster. Rini is an analyst by profession, She has won evaluation contest 2019 at area level and was runner-up in ISC 2009 at area level. So let me invite Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rishabh and Toastmaster Rini to take the meeting forward.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Gajendra, for such a warm welcome. Well, once again, welcome everyone to Sandali Toastmasters Club, meeting number 363, the 7th birthday of CDTM, where we are celebrating the 7 successful years of Central Delhi Toastmasters. Well, this is the special meeting, and have you all ever thought that why do we celebrate our birthdays? Is it because we have completed some chronological years in our life? Well, the initial concept of celebrating birthdays was to recognize and celebrate the milestones and achievements we have achieved in all those years. So ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, in today's meeting, we will be recognizing the CDTM journey, a journey full of achievement and milestone, a journey full of ups and downs. And this is something I'm not going to do it alone. I have a most amazing co-host with me, and that is Toastmaster Rini. So Toastmaster Rini, would not you like to add something on this special meeting?
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Rishabh. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to our birthday special meeting. As Rishabh mentioned, we'll be taking you through a roller coaster ride of CDTM's 7 years of ups and downs. And how did it start? Well, it started with one club, a humongous challenge, and a bunch of determined people. It was the year 2013. Toastmasters Club of New Delhi was working and efficiently and blooming beautifully. So efficiently that the club's membership reached its peak. The club was at a point where it had to split. Now, forming a new club is always a daunting task. But a brave veteran Toastmasters took up this Herculean task and formed a new club. A new club which will give loads of opportunities and growth to all of its members. A club which will lead to the birth of amazing other clubs, and a club which we now call home. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our Central Delhi Toastmasters, which was born in 2013. Back to you, Rishabh. Would you like to add something?
Well, definitely, Toastmaster Ray, the journey has been so much amazing. Well, I must say to everyone that I have recently joined the club, and I could really feel and really sense the enthusiasm. Well, it is the members who makes the club, and CDTM has been fortunate enough. CDTM has been blessed under the leadership of so many great veteran Toastmasters like Toastmaster Rithi Wadhwa, Toastmaster Deepak Menon, and Deepak Sharma, who are present with us in today's meeting, and the other various other veteran Toastmasters like Toastmaster Gaurav Nagpal and even Toastmaster Ajay Malik, who is present with us in today's meeting. So at the end, it is the members of CDTM who are responsible for such a successful growth of CDTM. So well, ladies and gentlemen, can I request something can we all unmute ourselves for a while and have a huge round of applause for all those members who have ever been associated with the club? Can we all do it? Well, thank you so much, everyone. So now, Toastmaster Rini, could you please tell us what we have planned for everyone in today's evening?
Oh yes, we have a very entertaining evening planned for all of you. So the agenda looks something like this. We'll be starting with a keynote speech by Toastmaster Deepak Menon, followed by a beautiful speech by Toastmaster Deepak Sharma. Then we're going to take you down a memory lane and show you a small and short video. That will be followed by an entertaining round of Finesse, the Talent Hub, which will be followed by a super engaging quiz round. In the end, we're going to move on to the table topics, but with a twist. And we'll end the meeting with some evaluations. Now, before we start our meeting, I'd like to call upon some of the pillars of our meeting who make this meeting a success. To start with, I'd like to call upon our timers, Toastmaster Madhuri and Toastmaster Harshvardhan on stage. Over to you, timers.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rini. A very pleasant good evening, Toastmasters and lovely guests out here. This is Toastmaster Nagamadhuri. Although my journey in Toastmasters is very short, it made me a better person with a tons of confidence within no time. Now, I would like to introduce my co-timer, Harshvardhan. Toastmaster Harshvardhan, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. This is Toastmaster Harshvardhan Sharma. Toastmaster journey has been awesome since day one. Today I can speak on any topic on foot. Over to Madhuri.
In Toastmasters, we need to convey our message in very limited time. For that, Ashwardhan and I are playing the roles of timers, where we will be keep tracking of every segment and each and every role player. Now, the first keynote speech by distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon sir, the allotted time is 10 to 15 minutes. At 10 minutes, we will be showing green card. At 1 minute, yellow card. And at 14th minute, we will be showing red card. Followed by the powerful speech from distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Sharma sir. Your time is for 6 to 8 minutes. At 6th minute, we will show green card. At 7th minute, yellow card. And 8th minute, we will be showing red card. Followed by the fun segment, the first round will be Talent Hub of Central Delhi Toastmasters, which is for 8 to 10 minutes, and physical round for 10 minutes, and impromptu extravaganza, where each speaker will be allowed to speak for 2 to 3 minutes. The allotted time for evaluation is for 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, green card will be raised. At 2.5 minutes, yellow card. And at 3 minutes, red card. We will be giving our timing report when we will be called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster Rini.
Thank you so much, Timers. That was quite a detailed explanation of your role. Now I'd like to call upon our language evaluator to tell us about the word of the day, Toastmaster Nipun.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Uh, Today I will be playing a role of language evaluator in today's meeting, and I am very privileged to contribute into the 7th birthday of Central Delhi Toastmaster Club. The word of the day is euphoria, and the meaning of this word is state or feeling intense happiness or excitement. So if you say that I am in euphoria when I am able to defeat my opponent, so it is a correct usage of the word. Or if you are saying that Anupam is in euphoria when he take a dose of drugs, so this is another good usage of a word. To remember this word, let's break the word into you and for. So if you say, if you remember, you can remember this word like in this way: you live for others and you will be always be in a happy mode. So in this way, you can remember the word as well as the meaning of the word. So I request everyone to use this word as much as possible during your speeches, and show. And I also request everyone to show the or gesture of thumbs up when anyone uses this word as a token of appreciation. And I will be noting down the good usage and not so good usages of this word. Besides this, I will be taking care of language spoken by you, grammar, tenses, and many other things, and I will make report of them. And the mode of today's meeting will be English. And in case anyone use any sentence in any other language, please do remember to translate it into English. I will submit my report when I will be called for the evaluation. And this is all from my side. Back to the Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thanks, Nipun. I love the word of the day, euphoria. I'm sure we all are in euphoria right now. And just to add on to the gesture, if you're using word of the day, if someone uses word of the day, just give a thumbs up on the chat or in your video. There you go. I can see it already. All right, now let's call upon our next role player for our counter, Toastmaster Aarti.
Good evening, everyone. Today is the 7th birthday of Central Delhi Toastmasters and my second meeting as a Toastmaster. Public speaking can be a very daunting task for some, especially for introverts like me. After getting selected in one of the most coveted B schools of our country, the happiness that came along with it quickly turned into a fear. The B school curriculum comprises of a plethora of presentations and speeches to be delivered in front of large crowds. And my shaky confidence when it comes to speaking in front of a crowd was responsible for this fear. That's when I decided to do something about it and did some research to discover the word of Toastmasters International. I attended a few meetings as a guest and narrowed down to CDTM. the one thing which attracted me most about this particular club was how the club members supported each other. And I realized I can get the push I need to open up and polish my public speaking skills here. And I intend to do the same for others as well. And therefore, today I'll be playing the role of the R counter. I'm responsible for noting down filler words and filler sounds that are used during the speeches. Words such as well, so, and sounds such as etc. Repeated words or phrases such as I or this means, long pauses and short pauses. I will be reporting the number of times each speaker will be using such expressions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aarti, and I'm so glad that you chose CDTM as your final Toastmasters Club. All right, now that we've seen what we have planned for tonight, I hope you all are excited, because we definitely are. Now it's time to move on to our first segment, which is the keynote speech. Our keynote speaker, you know him as the president, the international president of Toastmasters International. You know him as a distinguished Toastmaster. By profession, he's a chartered accountant and runs his own firm in New Delhi. He has served as a chief coordinator for the Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program in collaboration with American Center in New Delhi. His work has helped build communication and leadership skills for approximately 700 children, underprivileged children, to be specific, in 6 Indian countries. Apart from doing all this amazing work, he's also a patient, a warm and encouraging mentor. Along with that, he's a brilliant leader. It's time for me to call our distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon onto stage with his speech, Knock Knock. Knock Knock, Deepak Menon.
Knock, 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 knock. Can you hear it? Can you hear the call? Yes, it's Central Delhi Toastmasters, calling each one of us to its 7th birthday. Some of you accepted, some of you did not. And those who are here present today must certainly be feeling euphoric, because it is indeed a euphoric moment to be a part of this momentous occasion. Many years ago, I heard a knock on my door. And this knock that I'm talking about happened in May 2002. The knock came very softly initially. It didn't pound at my door. It was just a soft little knock. And I did not pay heed. When did that knock come to me? I was attending a wedding in May 2002. It was a hot month. And the wedding that I was attending was that of my cousin. It was quite like any other Indian wedding, full of glamour and glitz, and everybody in that wedding were hovering around, busy as they can be. And I was sitting in one corner, looking at everything, looking at people. That's one of the favorite sports that I have, of watching people. And then, as I was exploring and looking around me, I felt a little tap on my shoulder. And that was the first knock. When I turned around, it was the groom's father, Mr. Narinder Bajaj, my uncle, who was tapping me on my shoulder. And I looked back and I wondered, why would he want to speak to me in this very busy time? After all, he was the father of the groom. Why would he want to talk to me? As it turned out, he wanted to talk to me about Toastmasters. And he asked me, Deepak, have you ever heard of Toastmasters? I said, no, I haven't heard of Toastmasters. What's it? Is it something to do with going to a bar, having a drink? He said, no, it's got nothing to do with drinking. It's to help build your communication skills. I thought to myself, communication skills? I don't need to join a club to improve my communication skills. I'm already good at communications. I can't improve. I've been speaking well ever since I was born. I can't improve now. So I didn't pay much heed to that conversation, even though he told me about the fact that there was a club that met very close to my office in Satyajang development area. The meeting took place in Hoskas village, a place called Care India. And he invited me to attend that meeting. The wedding got over, I went home, I forgot all about Toastmasters. And did not think that I would ever again be invited to come to attend a meeting. But sure enough, before the next meeting happened, which used to be every first and third Tuesday, 7 o'clock in the evening at that Care India facility, I received a call, and it was Narendra Bajaj. And Narendra said, Deepak, you remember I spoke to you about Toastmasters at the wedding? I hope you're going to be able to make it to this meeting that we're having now. This is in a couple of days' time. And I would really like if you're there. And of course, I didn't want to go. I knew that Toastmasters really wouldn't do anything for me. And so I made up an excuse. I said, I've got a meeting to attend, and therefore I'm not going to be able to make it. I thought that was it. I wouldn't hear of Toastmasters again. But sure enough, come the next meeting, he calls me again. I still again made an excuse, didn't go. And then he called me again a third time before the third meeting, which was now in the first week of July. And this time I decided that I would go to attend this meeting of the Toastmasters Club of New Delhi. It was then the only Toastmasters club in the city. In fact, it was one of 6 clubs in India. 1 club in New Delhi, 5 clubs in Bangalore, no other clubs in sight. Here I was at the Toastmasters Club of New Delhi, and it was quite a nice meeting. Everybody was friendly, very supportive, quite like Toastmasters clubs around the world today. But yet it didn't seem as if I wanted to get anything out of it. Meeting started, everything went on, it was all going well, the speakers were doing a great job. I liked those speeches, incidentally. But then it came time for table topics. And I was invited to speak on table topics. I still remember, as I stood up from my chair where I was sitting, I started suddenly feeling a little sheen of sweat on my forehead. And I felt my heartbeat suddenly increase. It almost seemed as if I was palpitating. I'd never felt that way before. I didn't know, it was a strange feeling that was occurring to me. And as I was walking up to the stage, my legs started trembling. At that time, I didn't recognize what I was feeling. What was this? I remember that I was given a topic to speak on, but I don't recall what that topic was. I don't even know whether that topic registered with me even at that time. I stood there, mustered a little courage, and started speaking. I don't know how I spoke. I spoke for barely a minute. As soon as I saw the green card, I ran back to my chair, sat down with a sigh of relief, knowing that perhaps I needed to join Toastmasters. But the straw, the last straw that broke the camel's back was when the R counter, today being played by Aarti, announced that in the 1 minute that I did not speak, I had 27 fillers. Yes, indeed. Before I left that meeting, I had joined Toastmasters. I had heard the knock. The knock was faint in the beginning, but became very loud and was beating at my door. I was unwilling to open that door, but I was forced to because of that experience that I had. Many a times we have experiences. We have these opportunities that come knocking at our door and we refuse them. We don't want to try it. We don't want to experiment with something different, something new, not knowing what those opportunities can do for us. If we were to take those opportunities as they come to us, it could change our lives. It could make us different people. If I hadn't taken that opportunity, if I hadn't gone to that club meeting, despite feeling that I wouldn't want to join, but I at least experimented. And when I went there, I realized that I did want to join, and I did. And if I hadn't, I would have been here as your international president, the international president of Toastmasters International. Wouldn't it have been a huge missed opportunity? There was another knock the following year. In May 2003, I got a call from Tara Pillai. Tara Pillai was a member of the Toastmasters Club of New Delhi, not the Central Delhi Toastmasters. It was not in existence at that time. But Tara Pillai was a part of the nominating committee for the club nominations committee for electing club officers. And Tara told me that the nomination committee would like to nominate me for the post of president of the club. I had not served in any officer position since the time I joined. And I was wondering why I was asked to be the president of the club. And I said, I don't think I'm ready to be the president of the club. It's a very onerous responsibility, and I don't think I'm up to it. I still need to learn the ropes. I still need to learn a lot of things that Toastmasters does. How do you expect me to be the president of the club? Tara insisted. And she kept telling me, no, you have to be the president. We are going to nominate you. So I asked her, well, I'm sure that there are other members more senior than me who may want to become the president. I'm sure there'll be an election, right? And Tara said, yes, there will be an election, but we can see what happens at the elections. But the nominating committee wants to nominate you. We need your approval. We need your permission. I said, okay, fine, go ahead. I'm sure that the club is not going to elect me because I'm this newcomer, this Johnny come lately. And that's how it was. Well, June of 2003, the elections were conducted. And lo and behold, nobody decided to run against me. And I got elected as the president of the Toastmasters Club of New Delhi. It was a daunting experience. I still remember 1st of July, 2003. It was a Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month. And there I was, the president of the club, standing before the club to start off the meeting. And I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. Here I'm the president with no clue whatsoever as to what that role involved. But that was a knock on the door for me, an opportunity that I did not want to let go. It was a role that was thrust on me, but I wanted to ensure that I fulfill my responsibilities to the best of my ability. And I look back to that year, 2003, 2004, as a year of tremendous amount of learning. The learning that I received that year as the president of the club has helped me in all the different leadership roles ever since, including as the international president of Toastmasters International. If you've not served as in the role of the president, you cannot be successful in any other role in Toastmasters because you do not know what the club needs, what are the needs of the members, and how you're going to be able to fulfill them, how you're going to be able to serve them. You also at the same time obtain a lot of competencies that Toastmasters throws at you. Competencies of leadership, of developing great leadership skills that not even a business school teaches you. Business school teaches you a lot of theory, but Toastmasters teaches us how to convert that theory into practical knowledge because of the circumstances that we are put through. I'm sure all the current and past presidents in this meeting today will agree that they have experienced great learning through this Toastmasters platform. Haven't you? I kept receiving knocks at my door, but the knock that I was least expecting happened in 2006 when we finally became a district. We were about 40, 45 clubs in all of India and Sri Lanka. And Toastmasters International, the board of directors then recognized all these clubs as a district. We were District 82. Of course, today we are 4 districts. In fact, we've now become 6, and soon there will be another 3 districts which will be added by 2022. We're going to be 9 districts. But this was in 2006. We were just this one district, newly formed. And I was in Sri Lanka in May 2006, attending the first district conference of this new district. And we were electing the district leaders for the 2006-2007 year. And I got this tap on my shoulder again, a knock again at my door. I was asked to become a division governor, one of the first 3 division governors of District 82. This time, I had not been given even an opportunity to think about that role. It was just absolutely thrust on me. They said, "You're the new division governor." And everybody started applauding. And I was looking around, wondering what happened, because this was not planned. There was no advance notice of this. Anyway, I landed up with that position of division governor. And that year, 2006-07, when I was division governor, it was a territory that I had, which equaled today, which is District 41 and District 98. So it was a huge territory. And I was running around all over the country, trying to build clubs, trying to build officers and leaders and Toastmasters. And it was a challenging experience. But it was a knock that was very welcome, because again, it helped me in everything that I did thereafter. My friends, knocks keep coming at our doors. Opportunity keeps striking at us. But it is up to us to accept those opportunities. I encourage you to never let go of an opportunity when it comes to you. Always say yes to opportunities when that knock comes on your door, because you never know what lies there when you open that door for that opportunity, whether it is in Toastmasters or outside Toastmasters. Take that opportunity willingly. So when the next time you hear a knock, 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 knock on your door, what are you going to do? Open the door, Madam Toastmaster.
Open the door.
Well, what a wonderful speech. Can we all have a huge round of applause for our distinguished Toastmaster, Toastmaster Deepak Menon? Can we all unmute ourselves and have a round of applause for Deepak sir?
Thank you.
Well, no, Deepak sir, today you really rock. Well, this was our first keynote speech, and I must say, Deepak sir, it's a privilege to listen to you. Your speech really made us a euphoric event. Well, moving ahead, I hope that you all are excited for today's meeting, and we have the next speaker planned for you all. And the next speaker is also a veteran Toastmaster Deepak Sharma, who's also a veteran Toastmaster in the Toastmaster industry for more than 13 years. He's a keynote speaker, experiential trainer, and a public speaking coach. In 2019, he was a winner of District 56 International Speed Championship and the runner-up in the evaluation contest too. But before I call the next speaker, it's time to call the evaluator of our next speaker. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Ajay Malik to kindly read the speech objectives of our Toastmaster Deepak Sharma. Over to you, Toastmaster Ajay Malik.
Thank you, Rishabh. Good evening once again to all of you. Today we are in for another treat. After Deepak Menon's speech, we are going to listen to a story from Deepak Sharma, because he is going to present a project from an advanced communication series, and the series is titled Storytelling. He is going to attempt his assignment number 4, which is titled The Touching Story. The objectives of this project are to understand the techniques available to arouse emotion, to become skilled in arousing emotions while telling a story. Timer, please note that the time allotted to the speaker for this project is 6 to 8 minutes. Over to Deepak. Sorry, over to the Toastmaster. Sorry.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay. And now it's time for the second speech. So, ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker, Toastmaster Deepak Sharma. That date changed my life. That date changed my life. Toastmaster Deepak Sharma.
Thank you. Doctor, I don't want my baby today. Can we postpone the delivery of the baby? Are you mad? Are you crazy? How is this possible? The wife needs to get admitted today and we have to deliver it tomorrow. Can we please postpone it? Take this guy out. Take this guy out. He's mad. He doesn't understand the medical situation. And I walked out of doctor's room, totally confused. dejected. And then I saw Dr. DeMello walking inside the hospital. I said, Dr. DeMello, I just wanted a small request. Can we postpone my wife's delivery? She said, what did the other doctor said? They said that we have to admit her tomorrow. Okay, where's your wife? She's sitting in the waiting room. Bring her to my cabin. And as we walked inside doctor's cabin, after few checkups, he said, I think we can wait for a few days. All the vital signs seems to be normal. I was excited. Yes, yes, yes. And we went back home. And why I'm telling you all these things? You must be wondering, why do you want to postpone my wife's delivery? Let me take you back to few months back when I delivered a speech at CDTM. Why didn't I? And that speech was about my father's death. He was a patient of asthma and he expired when I was driving scooter on my back. And the date was March 27th, 1995. The whole family was into distress. My mother was continuously crying. But nothing happened because he has left. We had no solution. And then one day, one of my friends, who is also a Toastmaster, Raji, came to me. He said, Deepak, why don't you think of starting a family? If you have a child at home, your mother will have somebody to take care of, and she will be able to come out of this pain slowly. I said, yeah, I was just married for a few months. I said, yeah, I can think about it. Then he said and asked another question. Why don't you think if your child is born on the same day your father expired? And your mother will feel very happy that, yes, as your father has come back. I said, how is it possible? He said, it is possible. Okay, I'll give you a book. And he gave me a book by Joseph Murphy called The Power of Subconscious Mind. And then slowly he said, but you have to do some hard work also. Reading this book will not make your child come to the world. I said, yeah, I understand. And cutting the long story short, my wife got pregnant and the date was given 24th of March. And that day when I was sitting in hospital, it was 24th of March. And I wanted my child to come on 27th of March. Now, how I was thinking that my child can come on 27th March, because that book told me that if I can see it, I can receive it. For last 1 year, every day, morning and evening, I was holding my child and visualizing that, God, I want this baby in this world on 27th of March. I was writing affirmations. I was visualizing, I'm holding this baby on this particular day. But when that day, 24th of March, doctor told me, my dreams shattered. But Dr. DeMello gave me hope. I was excited. And cutting the long story short, on 26th of March evening, my wife started having pains. And we reached hospital immediately. And I was praying of arrival of baby on 27th of March. It was 14 hours away because we are still in 26th of March. And my prayers were answered. My baby came into the world with a normal delivery on 27th of March at 5 p.m. A long 1 year wait. That date, 27th of March, changed my life. How? Because it has not only given me a baby on 27th of March, it has given a hope to my mother. She started living a life which was totally different. She started enjoying life with the baby. It has changed her life. It has changed my life because my BS gone up. Now I know what you're thinking about BS. It is not what you are thinking. It is my belief system have gone up. Belief system on the power of this GGE, God-given equipment. Belief system of myself that what I want in life, I can achieve it. It is all about holding and going through a process. Yes, hard work is required, but mind work is also required. Day and night, I started to thinking what I want to do. And same thing happened with me when I joined Toastmasters Club. I was a person who was not able to speak in front of one person. I came to club and then never came back for 6 months. But same angel came to my life that came to Deepak Menon's life. Tara Pillai. She called me. She said, Deepak, why are you not giving your icebreaker? I said, no, I can't speak in front of people. She said, come to my home and practice in front of my husband and me. And I reached her house. For 5 hours, I practiced icebreaker in front of her, Shri and Tara. And I delivered my icebreaker. And I realized that if I can do this, I can achieve anything in life. And again, I started the same process of affirmations that I realized I want to be a trainer. It happened. Today, I'm a professional speaker only because I used a lot of hard work and mind work. That date changed my life here. Same process I used when we were trying to split CDTM into a lot of more babies. Same process was used when we were trying to make District 41 #1. Same process was used when I closed everything and went to US and start my life again at 49. And now I'm part of Professional Speakers Association as a professional member because that date changed my life. It has given me a magic wand that whenever you want anything, you can get it. Only thing that you need is hard work and mind work. So friends, I urge you, I know you all are doing hard work, but use your mind work because you don't know, this state can change your life too. Over to Toastmaster.
Wow, that was so touching and a splendid and expressive speech, Deepak. Doctors, we definitely want more speeches like that in Toastmasters. So now that we've done with our keynote speeches, it's time to walk down the memory lane. Our team has prepared a beautiful video of old but evergreen memories, and we'd like to share it with all of you. Can I please request Karanveer to start the video?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rini. Just give me a minute. Yes, here it is.
Well, thank you so much, Karanveer, for sharing such a nice video. And when the meeting started, I could really sense the veteran Toastmasters. They were chit-chatting about their journey at CDTM and becoming nostalgic. And I'm really sure that CDTM is making all the possible effort to cherish the memory that every one of us have with this CDTM, because memories are the timeless treasure to our heart. So, well, without wasting any time further, it's time to move the next section of our meeting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to experience some fun related elements of our meeting. So it's time to go to the next event, finish, and for which I would like to call the two amazing hosts of that meeting. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Yash and Toastmaster Shriram.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rishabh. Master Sriram, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So let's start.
Yeah. Dance,
Singing.
poetry, we have it all here.
A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I, Toastmaster Yash, along with my partner, Toastmaster Sriram, welcome you to Finesse, the talent hub of CDTM.
Are you guys ready to be entertained by our very own talented members?
So let's begin with Finesse, the talent hub of CDTM. First up, we have a guitarist, a passionate Toastmaster, and our rock star. It's our very own Toastmaster Neeraj. Toastmaster Neeraj has recorded a piece of melody on his guitar for all of us for our 7th birthday meeting. But unfortunately, due to some personal commitments, he's unable to join here and be here with us today. So I'd like to request Toastmaster Karanveer to play the guitar recording sent to us by our very own Toastmaster Neeraj. Wow, what a wonderful recording.
So next up, Vice President membership, TM Gursifat's younger sister, Japman, has recorded a song for our birthday meeting. So please let's listen to the beautiful melody recorded by Japman.
I'd like to request Toastmaster Karanveer to please.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh vela ciao, vela ciao, vela ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Oh vela ciao, vela ciao, vela ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. E se io muoio da partigiano, oh vela ciao, vela ciao, vela ciao, 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 e se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellir e seppellire lassù in montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e seppellire lassù in montagna, sotto l'ombra di un felfio, tutte le genti che passeranno. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e le genti che passeranno mi diranno che bel fiore. E le genti che passeranno mi diranno che bel
Wow, that was a beautiful performance. So, next up, we have our very own beloved president, our veteran warhorse. He's again one of our very prolific writers. Please help me welcome with his shairi, Toastmaster Gajendra Khare.
I would like to say my own written शायरी. So the first शायरी in this series is तेरे मुताबिक. अपने चेहरे से छलकता प्यार छुपाऊं कैसे? अपने चेहरे से छलकता प्यार छुपाऊं कैसे? दिल में छुपे जज्बातों को जुबां पर लाऊं कैसे? तू तो चाहती है मैं तुझे भूल जाऊं ये दिलरुबा. तू तो चाहती है मैं तुझे भूल जाऊं ये दिलरुबा. नामुमकिन है ये तेरे मुताबिक हो जाऊं कैसे? सेकंड, हमेशा ही नहीं होता टाइटल. सबको जीने का सलीका हो हमेशा नहीं होता. जिंदगी का फलसफा सच हो हमेशा नहीं होता. प्यार अंधा ही हो ये हमेशा नहीं होता. क्योंकि समझदार हैं अब लोग अपनी जरूरत के लिए. समझदार हैं अब लोग अपनी जरूरत के लिए. व्यापार करते हैं प्यार ही हो हमेशा नहीं होता. अमीर होके रहूंगा सुकून से और जीऊंगा जिंदगी. ख्वाहिशों का ये स्वप्न पूरा ही हो हमेशा नहीं होता. थर्ड वन, फासला जरा सा था. वो सामने बैठी थी और फासला जरा सा था. और वो मेरी हो न सकेगी कभी ऐसा सोचा न था. जहनो दिल के फासले कभी ना तय कर सके हम. जहनो दिल के फासले कभी तय न कर सके हम. आमने सामने होकर भी लफ्जों से कुछ कह सके ना हम. जुबां पर कभी आ न सकी वो बात उम्र भर. जुबां पर कभी वो बात आ न सकी उम्र भर. क्योंकि ये जो फासला था वो फासला नहीं था. सारे जहां का सफर मेरे उसके दरमिया फासले ही फासले थे और सोचता रहा फासला जरा सा था. एंड द लास्ट वन, द इंस्पिरेशनल वन, मुझे आकाश होना है. जीवन में लक्ष्य यदि हो तो लक्ष्य पथ पूजा बन जाता है. जीवन में लक्ष्य यदि हो तो लक्ष्य पथ पूजा बन जाता है. कितनी ही मुश्किल और कठिन हो रहा है कोई हटा ना पाता है. सतत मेहनत हिम्मत और लगन से मुझे कामयाब होना है. आज बता दूं दुनिया को कि मुझे आसमान छूना है. आज बता दूं दुनिया को कि मुझे आसमान छूना है. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gajendra. This was mind-blowing. I just want to say thanks a lot to each and every one of these performers for sharing their impeccable talent with us today. I, Toastmaster Yash, along with my partner Toastmaster Sriram, sign off from Finesse, the talent hub of CDTM. Over to you, Toastmaster, of the day.
Thank you so much, Yash and Sriram, and kudos to all the participants. I'm sure all those amazing performances had hours of hard work behind them. So you guys really deserve a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you so much. After those amazing, beautiful songs and music, we now have something really exciting for all you guys. We want your brain juices to flow, and we've got a trivia night planned for you. And for that, we've got our quiz masters, Toastmaster Dhwani and Toastmaster Nitin. Please welcome our quiz masters for the next round, Cusical.
Thank you so much, TMOD Rene, for this warm introduction. Guys, this is Toastmaster Dhwani.
And this is Toastmaster Nitin.
Think you know it all.
Prove it.
Here's the mix of a trivia night and
a chance to relive all your CDTM memories.
And surely test your memory.
This is the segment that will bring back many memories.
and surely test your memories.
Quizzical.
Physical. The rules are very simple. A poll shall be displayed on your screen. Whichever option you believe fits right, you have to click on it. And there are some MCQ questions in which you have to type the answer in the chat room. Toastmaster Dhani will likely to ask questions about our club members.
And Toastmaster Nitin will be asking questions about everything outside the club, which will be related to GK. Everyone get ready for this segment as we dive right in.
Guys, I am again ready to test your knowledge. So guys, are you all ready to use your brain cells?
All right, so I have to say that CDTM really has some phenomenal speakers. The speech contest that happened a few months ago, I have to say, oh boy, were there such brilliant speeches. All right, so who's most likely to be the winner of the Toastmasters International Speech Contest from our club, according to you? Should it be TM Rini, TM Gaganjeet, TM Ankit, or should it be you?
Toastmaster Dhani, I request you to change this
Can we
slide.
have the results?
Okay.
Woohoo, Toastmaster Rini! All right, let's move on to the next question.
Guys, what is the full form of the famous BMW cars? And here are your options. Please write them in the chat room.
We'll give you 5 more seconds.
Yes, Dhani, we can proceed.
All right. So I believe that every club has 1 or 2 members. Wait, let me keep that question to myself. The club is full of a variety of members who come from various backgrounds. This person specifically stood out for me because he constantly was on his toes when it came to getting his resume right. I've never heard a person at such a young age having done so many internships. Would you be knowing the person I am referring to? Well, this person for me was Toastmaster Sriram, so you're very close to what I had in mind. Now let's move on to the next question.
Guys, who was the former Indian CEO of PepsiCo Limited, the famous cold drink company?
Okay, 5 more seconds. All right, let's move on to the next question. So I think every club has one or two members who love, absolutely love to bring in guests. These people try bringing in at least 4 to 5 guests every month. And it's a blast to meet all these new faces throughout. It's always a pleasure to meet new people, and hence I had to add this question. Who's most likely to bring in the most guests? Can we have the results? Yes. Well, we don't have any specific answers to this one, but I think Toastmaster Karthik can try bringing in a few guests for sure. All right, so let's move on to the next question.
Guys, name the highest civilian award of India. Guys, this award is given to the persons who have exceptional service of the highest position, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, and position. So guys, Dhoni, please welcome the next question.
Yes. So I strongly believe that every single speaker has a pet phrase that just has to be used in even 2 sentences that they have to say on stage. So, who's most likely to use the phrase "so friends" multiple times during speeches and evaluations? I'm pretty sure everyone will get this right. Well, yes, I have seen almost all these 3 people using it time and time again. Let's move on to the next question.
Name the one film in which Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan worked together.
Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
Yes, Dhoni.
All right. So, for this next question, I have a clue. I first got to know about this through a speech that this specific Toastmaster had given during an online meeting, which means it happened recently. Which member is working towards decreasing child sexual abuse from our club? Yes, it is Toastmaster Shipra. I believe you guys know your members really well.
Guys, who was the first Indian to win an Oscar?
All right, let's move on to the next
Yes.
question. Okay. So on various celebrations of CDTM, I have seen someone or the other ready with their poetry. Well, we do have some talented people around here, don't we? Who's most likely to be the shyer poet king queen of CDTM? Well, yes, just like today, Toastmaster Gajendra had some really nice poetry for us. And I believe Toastmaster Ankit is also pretty good at it. And I've heard Toastmaster Vandita as well. So I appreciate all of them for sharing their insights with us.
Yes, guys. Alag Kisam Ka Nasha Hai is from which series movies? And here are your options. Guys, we have done. Dhwani, please move on to the next question.
All right. So whenever this Toastmaster comes up on the stage, he or she tends to encourage the audience to be more attentive at all times. It's something that I personally think is pretty important. There's a Toastmaster who is likely to say, "Come on, guys, little louder," constantly while clapping. Who is this Toastmaster? Yes, it is Toastmaster Shipra. I very much miss her as our president, I've got to say, because she started coming lesser. But let's move on to the next question.
Guys, who was the first computer programmer ever? And here are your options. Yes. All the okay. Guys, we can have this close. Dhwani, next question, please.
All right. Is this a trick question? Maybe a trick question. Maybe a serious question. You will never know. We've got a Toastmaster who absolutely hates mathematics. Who might it be?
Can we have the poll, please, of results?
Yes, it is Toastmaster Gursifat. I recall, I think the last speech she gave, she was explaining how to make maths easy for people. So I assumed either she loved math or she hated math.
Next question, Dhwani. Who among the following used the computer worm for the first time? And here are your options.
Pretty sure only a person from a science background would be knowing about this.
Or any IT professional might be knowing this.
Yes.
We are having answers that are quite all wrong. Sorry to say this, but yes. We can close the questions and move to the next question.
I think we're done here, Nitin.
Okay. Yes, yes. So guys, it's for the Dhwani's questions parts, you all know the answers. And for my part of the answers, so here are my answers for the results for the questions. Guys, my first question was, what was the full form of BMW? Everyone answered A, B, or D, but only one person, that is Sriram, answered the correct answers. It is both A and B. That is Bayerische Motorenwerke and Bavarian Motor Works. The first one was in Germany, and the second one was translated into English. So Sriram got the answer right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and
The first person who got it right.
Shriram.
So there must have been more people.
There must have been some people, but yeah, all of them have not answered the right. So moving on to the next question, who was the former Indian CEO of the PepsiCo, the famous cold drink company? And Hemant Sood sir was the first one to correct this answer, right? She was Indra Nui. Okay. So moving on to the next question, which is name the highest civilian award of India. Guys, it is Bharat Ratna, and it is quickly answered by Anubhav Jain. So give a huge round of applause to those answers, to those persons. And my next question was name one film in which Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan worked together. And it is Pehla Nasha, which was correctly answered by Gesht Daryani. So great work, Gesht, Ashish Daryani. And my next question was who was the first Indian to win an Oscar award? Again, it was firstly answered by Gesht Daryani, and it is B. Banu Athaiya. And yes, my next question was Alag Kisam Ka Nasha Hai is from which series or movies? Guys, Claret answered the rightly. It is from Criminal Justice, said by Pankaj Tripathi. And moving on to the next question, I asked who was the first computer programmer. So it was correctly answered by Tarun Bhargava, that is Eva Lovelace, as she was the first programmer to code in the proposed mechanical general purpose computer of Charles Babbage, who is also known as the father of computers. And my last question was who among the following used the term computer worm for the very first time? And it was correctly answered by our president Gajendra Khare, Toastmaster Gajendra Khare, that is John Brunner. As it is known that John Brunner had invented and the idea of a computer worm. So guys, I request Dhani.
Yes, so all good things must come to an end. So has this segment of ours. We hope you all enjoyed it. Toastmaster Nitin and I surely loved working with one another, didn't we, Toastmaster Nitin?
Yes, Dhoni, you are right. We are very thankful for this opportunity, and it was it was a very learning experience for both of us, and we got to know each other as a team. Thank you so much, everyone, for tolerating us for some easy and some difficult questions. Back to our Toastmasters of the day.
Well, thank you so much, both the quiz master. I must say that both of you did a really tremendous job. It was a marvelous, wonderful, and amazing session. All the adjectives I want to use it for you. You really made us to know so many things about the club. So people, if you remember, from the very starting, we have heard so many speeches. We have witnessed various great events. And if you remember, my co-host, Toastmaster Rini, she started about how this Centrally Toastmasters Club formed. And from the very starting, if I continue the story, CDTM has been flourishing a lot. Well, I must say that CDTM, there was a time at the Centenary Toastmaster when the membership of the club reached so much that the veteran Toastmaster took a decision to split the club, and a new club was formed from CDTM, and the club was Delhi 1 Toastmasters Club. Even after the split, the club membership kept on rising, and it gave to birth to another club in a very short period of time, and that is Pro Orator Toastmaster Club. Even after the split of two clubs, that was the golden period of St. Delhi Toastmasters. The membership, they were rising at a peak. Our club members, our club leaders, they were performing so well that within less than 1 year, again, they gave birth to another club, Delhi Toastmasters. So ladies and gentlemen, this was the golden period of St. Delhi Toastmasters, and it happened because of the great leaders and the great members we have at CTM. But the time never remains the same. There was also a dark time at CDTM. There was a time when the club started facing fund shortages. There was even a time when CDTM was facing issues related to membership, maybe of divided membership among various clubs. This could be the reason. The visibility of the club was also going very low at some point of time. But you know what is most important? The most important thing is the members, the leaders of the club. They constantly kept on working hard and hard. They were dedicated and they were so much motivated that they again revived the club to a position where it is even stronger than before. They made to achieve a lot of achievement and a lot of milestones. Well, these achievements and these milestones I would be discussing with all of you in the later part of the speech, in the later part of the meeting. But till now, CDTM, I must say that CDTM members and CDTM leaders, they really taught us that we step back, not to set back, but to bounce back. So before I start talking about all the achievements and all the milestones of CDTM of the Sandali Toastmasters Club, it's really time to move to the next section of our meeting, which is the impromptu section, which is colloquy, which is to be conducted by two professional Toastmasters, Toastmaster Gursipur and Toastmaster Karanveer. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the host of the next event, Toastmaster Gursipur and Toastmaster Karanveer.
A very good evening to all the guests and Toastmasters present here from different parts of the world, from different parts of India, from different parts of Delhi. I welcome you all to 7th birthday meeting of Central Delhi Toastmasters. Woo! I know it has been some time since we started this meeting, and now it's the time for snacks. If we were in a normal meeting today, we would be having some snacks. And in our special birthday meetings, we have khandvis and samosas always. This has been a tradition in Central Delhi Toastmasters. So before we start our segment today, I want all of you to switch on their cameras and let us quickly re-energize ourselves and get ready for something which is coming up next. Can we switch on the cameras right now, please? All right. I'm going to do a little activity here. You have to just follow me doing the same. It's just 20 seconds activity. So I want all of you to unmute yourself. Raise your right hand. Unmute yourself. Raise your right hand. Everyone, I can see your faces. Swirl it around and say yay.
Yay.
Yay. Put your left hand in the air and say yay.
Yay.
Up with the both hands.
Yay. Yay.
Good morning, everyone. So now it's the time to get started.
Good morning or good evening or good night.
Okay, Toastmaster Gustav. Yeah, please.
Hi, Karanveer. I've been gone so crazy in this lockdown. I am all day in my pajamas and I wonder if my jeans will fit me or not. I have been missing my dresses so much. By the way, what are you missing?
Well, Gustav, just give me a moment.
He's
Let
the
me
one
think
who
what I'm missing.
invited me. It's in India.
I think
Just
I have
celebrated
been
7
missing.
years.
I think I have been missing the subway the most. There is a subway near my college, and I used to go there a lot, and I miss that the most.
Oh, you're that kind of healthy boy who eats subs just for the sake of being healthy with those sauces, cheese, and creams covering the vegetables. Are you really healthy?
No, Kursivat, not at all. I'm not that kind of boy who would love those stupid subs. I used to go to Subway because there was a beautiful girl who used to come there every day and sit near the door.
Seriously? I doubt. Have you ever even talked to her?
No, I wouldn't dare to talk to her at all. She used to come with her boyfriend. How would I dare to talk to her?
Are you insane? She already has a boyfriend and you still love her? Why?
Oh, girl, you're a Toastmaster, and don't you know? The Toastmasters look for opportunities in difficult times, and that was opportunity for me. I'm waiting for their breakup, don't you know?
Oh, Mr. Opportunist, can we give our Toastmasters an opportunity for this segment and discuss your problems later on?
Oh, well, I think we should do that right now. Otherwise, we'll be kicked out of our own segment.
Yeah, definitely. Because this segment is definitely going to empower our Toastmasters to improve their communication and their impromptu skills. So let's start.
So we welcome you all to Colloquy, the
The
impromptu
impromptu
extravaganza.
So, Karanveer, can you tell the rules of the segment?
Well, the rules are very simple. It's not a very big rocket science going on here. We are Toastmasters and we love table topics. So today, we are going to call two people on stage and they are going to have a conversation. The time allotted for each conversation is going to be 2 to 3 minutes, very simple as it is. And we would really appreciate if you could bring some sarcastic comments, humorous comments in it, because we are sarcastic ourselves. Can't you see that?
Yeah. So, giving you an example, suppose you have a habit of using mobile phone all the day and your mother is very angry on you and she allows you to use your charger only once a time. So, you have to talk to your best friend and figure out the solution for it. So, you have to converse with her. So, let's start with our amazing segment.
All right, it's the time to call on people, someone on stage. Can we have our volunteers, please? I request everyone to please raise their virtual hands, or maybe you can raise your physical hands. I have everyone on view on screen. Okay, our IPP Toastmaster Shipra has raised her hand. Guys, volunteer. This is table topics. I know you hate table topics, but that's okay. You're Toastmasters.
And it's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
We have guest Ashish.
Ashish raising his hand. All right, Ashish. So it's the time for first topic. Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Renee. If you wake up in the morning one day and you see you have a tail on your back, you have to talk to your mom and tell her about how you feel. So one of you is going to be mom and one of you is going to be son or daughter. So which one would you be? Please go ahead and choose. Toastmaster Shipra and Toastmaster Ashish.
I'll play the
Ashish
role
be
of
the mom.
no. Okay. You want to make things interesting.
Yes, all right. So Ashish is going to be the mom and Toastmaster Shipra is going to be the daughter. Toastmaster Shipra, if you wake up in the morning one day and you see you have a tail on your back, how are you going to react? The time starts now. The stage is yours.
All right. So the first thing that I will do is I will run to my mother the way I do every morning. So I'll just run to her. I'll go to her, and I'll just sit next to her and be like, "Mama, Mama, see, I got a tail. Mama, what to do? I got a tail. I don't know how it got there, but see, there is a tail."
Oh gosh, you don't know. I'm preparing the breakfast. This kid, she's always been a pain. What happened now? Tell me what happened.
Mama, see, I got a tail.
Not a tail. Not a tail. I'm preparing the breakfast. It must be a dream, you know. Just go back, do your work.
No, I'm telling you it is a tail. Why don't you listen to me?
No, I know you want something. You're making this up. I'm pretty sure this is one of the tantrums you're throwing. What do you want? Tell me what you want.
Well, actually, I want to, go out and have pizza. I'm so tired of this COVID-19 and, I just want to go and have that delicious Domino's pizza.
Domino's pizza. I'm preparing this delicacy for you guys, and you want to have Domino's pizza? Amount of effort that I'm putting in preparing meal for you guys, and you want to have a Domino's pizza? That's not done. That's simply not done.
Yeah, well, you are preparing Vaibhav's favorite food, no? That chole bhature. I don't like chole bhature. You know, but you still cooking chole bhature. What should I do?
I woke up at 6 in the morning. I've been working since 6 o'clock in the morning to prepare a meal for you, prepare this delicacy, and you want to go and have pizza. Go and have pizza. We'll not spare a single bhatura for you. We'll not have any chola left for you, and you will never get to have meals made by me any longer.
See,
And go with this tail on.
this is what mom does every time. All right, whenever we want to do something, she will be, she will say the nicest things in the most sarcastic way, and I will be left with no option but to eat. That is not fair. And moreover, you're not awake from 6 and cooking, okay? It is 10 and the food is not ready. Don't lie. You were going in the balcony and watering flowers. And then
Food
you
is
don't
not
get
ready.
that I have a tail.
Food is not ready. You're complaining. Do you think that's the only work I've got to do? The moment I wake up, You want to know about my routine? I wake up at 6. I have to take care of your grandmother. I have to take care of your grandfather. I have to take care of your brother. No, and I have to do the chores since maid has not come. And you think I'm not doing anything? Meal is not prepared till 10. Is this how you talk to your mother?
Yeah.
This is how you talk to your mother.
That's how you talk to grandma.
No, you go to Domino's Pizza with your tail on, with your tail between your legs, and go and get your pizza.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
What an amazing conversation it was. I totally loved it. Coming to our second one. So Toastmaster Yash is there, and we have
Rashmi. Call Rashmi.
Rashmi. So our second topic. Toastmaster Karanveer, can you have the PPT on the screen? Okay, so this one is really interesting. You went on a date with a person and you both were really enjoying, and in the middle of the conversation you both discover that you are third cousins. So continue your conversation.
Okay, quite interesting one, I must say. Well, hi cousin, how are you?
In the start, you recognize I'm a cousin. After some while.
Okay, so
Okay. How are you, Yash?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too. Just fed up from this COVID thing and everything is online, teaching and meetings and everything. I just wanted to hang out, so that's why I called you. Let's have some coffee.
Seriously, I'm enjoying this lockdown. I can do whatever I want to do, and I'm alone, and it's the best time of my life I'm having in a very, very long time. A dream come true.
Wow. It's just opposite to me. I never stay inside the house, and now I am staying most of the time inside the house, cooking and everything. I'm desperate to go outside. Let's have some good time.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go for a coffee. We will have some good time. Okay.
It's time for some change, and let's go out.
Sure.
Yeah.
So tell me something about you, Yash. From which city you belong?
Well, I'm from Delhi. I was brought up and I was born in Delhi, and I still live in Delhi. And I'm currently in my second year of college. Like
Oh.
my second year just ended.
Okay. Yash, from which part of Delhi you belongs to?
Patel Nagar.
Patel Nagar. Oh, okay. What is the house number, Yash?
Well, it's 32/41 in West Patel Nagar.
Am I dreaming, Yash?
Okay, it's second floor. It's second floor. To be more precise.
Oh. That is my auntie's house, yes. And
My mom? My mom?
Yeah. What's the name of your mom, Yash? Can you tell me, please?
It's Yogita.
Oh my God. You must ask her. She knows me and it's terrible. Please
Really?
tell her about me anything, Yash, please.
Well, if my mom's your aunt, then it makes you my cousin.
Yes, I'm your cousin. Yes.
Oh my God. I'm meeting my third cousin.
Yeah. I'm your third cousin, and please don't share anything with the Yogita auntie. Please, Yash.
Sure, I won't. Let's keep your identity a mystery.
Yeah, it's a hidden secret between me and you, okay?
Yes. It's a very peculiar moment I'm sharing with you right now, but it's fun to know you, to finally meet my third cousin, my dream come true.
Yeah, we met in childhood, the Seema auntie's wedding. You was very small that time.
Well, I've seen the pictures and I remember that I was eating a lot of food that time also.
Yeah, it was some conflicts between Yogita and my mom, so they stopped talking. That's why we were not in very good contact, and that's why I didn't see you since a long time. And now see this horrible scene created I'm so sorry, Yash.
My God, in this lockdown, I'm meeting my third cousin. I was separated because of some family drama.
But we will be good friends and we are cousins and we will have good time with our moms at your home.
Sure we will. Let this lockdown get over. Let's hang out somewhere. I have some really good cafe joints that I really I'm dying to go to. So I guess we sure can.
Yeah, sure. Happy
Yeah.
to meet you, Yash.
Yeah.
Thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Back to you, Toastmaster Gursavat, Toastmaster Karanveer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Thank you, Rashmi.
That was so real.
Absolutely loved it. That was definitely very real.
Great punches you both had.
Yes. So, are we ready for our next volunteers? Can I see raise of hands? So we have Vidya raising a hand, and I can also see Vandita here on screen. So,
We have Dhruv also.
Okay, so first we'll call Vidya and Vandita on screen. Can we have both of you on screen? So Vidya and Vandita, one afternoon you wake up. One afternoon you wake up after your afternoon nap, and you see, just a sec, after your afternoon nap, and you go to wash your face, and all of a sudden there is chocolate flowing outside of all your taps. You discover that you have the superpower that whenever you touch anything, it becomes out of chocolate. After you are very surprised, you go to your sister and you tell her that you have magical powers. So you have to continue this conversation and just quickly tell me who is going to be the sister. Actually, you both are sisters, so maybe you can just continue with that.
So who wants to have the superpower?
Yeah.
I want to have the superpower. Okay, you want to have this. Oh, no problem. Go ahead. All right. Hey, sis, you
What
know
happened?
what?
What? Again, what? I'm just having.
What do you mean again? What?
I just had my nap. I
You
don't want
think
to
I'm...
hear your stupid talk. Yes, what?
Dude, what I'm about to tell you, you won't believe me. Like, I know you
don't
didn't
believe you
believe
as
me
such.
when I know you didn't believe me when I told you that I was Wonder Woman. But this one, you have to believe me.
No, I know you are a Wonder Woman. You have done so many wonders. I know that. Just you cleaned your house and it is so dirty.
My house? Are you talking about my room? My
Yes,
room
your
is
room.
the cleanest area
Which you
of the
just cleaned
house.
and it is
Have you
looking
ever looked
like
at
a mess.
your...
Yeah, a dream room. Continue. So you wanted to say something. See, you forgot as usual. See the
What do you
Wonder
mean?
Woman.
I forgot. You made
See
me
the
forget.
Wonder Woman
You
I
made
have
me
in front
forget.
of.
Like you mean... You know what?
Yes.
I can kick you right now, but I prefer not to.
Yeah, you should not because you will lose. Yeah, tell me. You will get hurt. Continue, please.
Can we please focus? Focus. I am telling you that you know what? I just opened the tap and instead of water, there was chocolate. There was chocolate flowing out of the... Hey,
kick you
don't
so that you
laugh,
come out of
okay?
the
I'm
dream.
serious.
Thank
That
God you
was
didn't
not
say
a
blood.
dream. Say wonder.
Thank God you didn't say
I would have...
cheese.
Listen to me. I know you don't believe me, but I swear on all that is good in this world, I swear. There's
Okay.
chocolate coming out of the taps, dude.
Since you are swearing, I at least believe that you might be telling the truth. Chocolate coming out of the tap.
There's chocolate coming out of the tap.
Don't tell me
I'm not kidding. Dude, just grab all the utensils that we have and let's just run to the bathroom, okay?
Hey, but I can't.